tail, extra with the band. Young Cruiser King better add extra on the. I go extra to be.
It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's go now.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Well, this defense for the Giants, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The Smith throw caught here by Metcalf. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Here's Walker. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good push.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra points have been good. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag, and they'll accept that penalty. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Walker to start the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
This one goes underneath to Walker. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Ready, go. Mustang 19.
Smith on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the counter, it's Walker. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
19 tight.
From the gun, here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Out of the gun, Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Let's go.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try for the first with Walker. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready?
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but
that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Seahawks are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying the left side with Walker. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something's off with that one.
Now Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That third down conversion good for 23. A first down carry for Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Jones out to the flat, that's caught.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken at the goal line.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the...
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, So the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And to put a bow on it, next-gen stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10, Smith again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. On 2nd and 12, Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are an extra point away from taking the... The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone to give them a 2-point lead. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember with the dribbler, draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
The lane opens here. Walker hitting the ball is out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 7.
50 Bobcat! 50 Bobcat! Panther 11! Panther 11! 70 Rangers! 70 Rangers! Drop 60! Drop 60!
Now it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a
good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And Walker has it. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. On second down, it's Walker. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Cut 19. Cut 19. 18. Pioneer. Go.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with second and a couple. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
Jones throwing on first down. He's going to air one out. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
After the interception, here's Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The final shot here before break. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Call it a gain of 3. 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off-play action. Jones. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Now Geno on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Smith over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Geno now to throw. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
19 Lions. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Panther 11. Panther 11.
They snap it to Smith. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game. Defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5, and he'll get into the end zone. We're talking about a great call on special teams and gutsy call. They fake the extra point. They'll wind up getting 2 for the price of 1. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they need to make something happen for a chance at a comeback, and I'd say that qualifies. They took advantage of the play-action pass by the offense, ran right through it, and got a big sack in a big moment.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants will add to their 4th quarter lead. So these two teams matching each other's score for score. This last touchdown, that bumps the lead back to 7 with the extra point to come.
And it's a heck of a way to play, isn't it, partner? You feel good about it because you continue to keep the lead and your offense keeps scoring, but you sure would like your defense to make a stop.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he is going to come up empty here as they stop him short of the goal line. And this will remain a one-score game as the lead holds at 7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19, 79 Broncos.
Now Geno. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Now Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And Jones going to keep once more. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Looking to throw. Jones forced out to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The extra point hits the left upright but goes through anyway. And the lead now up to 14.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points up.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard
line. From the red zone now, Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And they get Jones for the third time in this ballgame.
Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
There he goes left side. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
So a fourth quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling this team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch